Hey guys, I'm going to be showing you how to add a footer in React Native using no UI libraries, using no extra libraries at all, just the built-in components that you get with React Native. So here I have the iOS emulator and here I have my code. This is code from Create React Native, so anytime I change anything, it automatically refreshes over here. So if I say hi and then save this, we should see hi here instead of open. So save, refreshes, and I see hi there, and I can refresh back. So that's what we're gonna do is add a footer to this guy. Now this is commonly used for button navigation or tabs or many other things, and this is how what I'm about to show you is how Native Base does it and many other libraries that are UI libraries. So what they'll do is you can't just like add a view and then put text and then call this your footer, right? Because what will happen is this guy won't actually go to the very bottom. It'll go right here. Now you might say, hey, but there's some styles affecting it. So let's get rid of these styles that are on this view here and just look at this. You'll notice they're mashed up at the top here. So what we could do is say style margin top like 10 pixels or whatever, just so it's not mashed up against the top. Let's make it like more like 20. Give it a nice space. So here we go. Here's our stuff, and you'll notice footer is here up against this contact. And what we really want is footer all the way at the bottom. So one way you can do this is by using a scroll view. So if I just say scroll view and then wrap everything you want in the main body in your scroll view, and then here we end it because we want this to be our footer here, and then you'll notice nothing happens still. The only other last thing we do is flex this guy. So flex 1 and give that a save, and you'll notice bam, our text is at the bottom now and our stuff right here is there, and now you can scroll and do different stuff and the footer text here stays the same. So let's just copy this a couple times and we can see the text expand to the bottom, and we can see our footer will always be there. And I can copy this, right? I can have footer multiple times, so I can put whatever I want in my footer here. I could have a view, and I could do some flexing here as well, and I can have them expand. I could have them be a row. Flexing this makes pops it up a little bit, but I could say maybe I want these to be columns instead of rows. Different stuff, but you get the idea. I can style the footer and add different, I can add icons instead of text, but this part right here, this scrolls, but this part here stays constant, stays at the very bottom. And you can do the same thing if you want something to stay at the very top, right? So this is now a header, if you will. So notice how when I scroll up, this guy stays at the top, and so it doesn't overflow it. So all that's doing is adding flex and then a scroll view. Flex makes it expand their whole width, so that's why the scroll view is taking up this part here and this part here, and that's why scroll view pops to the very bottom, or not scroll view, but the footer pops to the very bottom because the scroll view is pushing it all the way there. And we can just see, if I do style, what I like to do when I'm doing these things is add the background color. So for example, red, and you can kind of see where the boundary of it is. So you know how the boundary of this is right there, and we can see where the boundary of this guy is, just the containers. So blue, we can kind of see, oops, background, that should be color. We can see our main scroll view containers taking up that portion where our footer is just at the bottom here in red, exactly how we want it. So mix match scroll view and regular views with a flex of 1. That'll get you the footer you want using no extra UI libraries at all, and that's the way you can make a footer of your own style as you want. And whenever you're trying to do containers, I recommend using this little trick. set the background colors so you can kind of see where your components are, and as you, for example, if I change this to flex of 1, we saw how that messed it up a little bit, and it popped up here. We can see how much it grows. So that is it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.